Happy Sunday to you folks.
Happy Sunday, you guys. How are you?
Happy early Thanksgiving to you and your family too as well.
Who got turkey?
Who got that dressing? Who got that ham?
The cranberry sauce.
Who got that mac and cheese? But enough of that bull crap. We ain't got time to be talking about what y'all eating. Look here, we've been doing some serious investigating and we've been wondering what the heck was Cody Rhodes doing this past week on Friday Night SmackDown. And we came to that conclusion. Has Cody Rhodes been using Jey Uso to get back to the top of the mountain to where he was not too long ago? And the question that answer is, yes, he has.
Yes, he has. The American Nightmare did Jey that way. And the craziest thing, you guys, is he did it in a brilliant way. It wasn't in no mean, sloppy way. He did it in a brilliant way.
Now, as you guys know, you might have saw some footage, some unforeseen footage too as well, that this past Friday night on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes made a surprise appearance in the back, which we did not even know that Cody Rhodes was even on SmackDown.
No, we did not. He wasn't even advertised for SmackDown. We didn't notice Cody Rhodes until Nick opened the door to talk to Charlotte and them about War Games.
About War Games, have you found the fourth member yet? If you have, that fourth member needs to be announced tonight.
Yep.
That was their situation. But as soon as the door opens, Mr. President, Mr. American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes appears in a suit backstage, and you see his shadow and everything,
yes,
which even gives it away. But the main thing is, Cody, what are you doing on Friday Night SmackDown?
Why are you on Friday nights when you're on Mondays? You're on the red brand. So it's like, why are you on Friday?
What business? What business do you have being on Friday Night SmackDown?
Discussing what type of business? Because the business that I see you discussing is, when am I going to get another shot at Roman Reigns? See, this is what Cody Rhodes did, you guys. At Payback, he sat up there and said he put a lot of investment into this deal to get Jey back. My thing is this. You got Jey back. Jey never left.
No, he did not. But this is the thing, folks. This is where it really gets interesting in. We saw Cody Rhodes this past Friday night on SmackDown.
Yes.
Jey Uso, all four of those men, tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw has an advantage match. But Jey Uso's going to be very spectacle about this.
Yep.
Why were you on SmackDown talking to Nick Aldis?
Why were you on SmackDown?
What were you talking to Nick Aldis about?
Like, what is it about? If you want to be honest, I really just think what it is. Cody used Jey to his advantage. And the reason I say that is Cody see everyone else getting a title shot at Roman Reigns except him. He feels like he is deserved another rematch. And, okay, I understand. You lost.
But I think this is what really kind of got Cody boiling to come over to SmackDown to talk to Nick Aldis. Remember, LA Knight made it very clear. I want my rematch at the Royal Rumble at next year's Royal Rumble in January.
Yep.
And Mr. Cody Rhodes has been doing his thing with Jey and Sammy and Seth right now at the moment. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to be blunt and honest about this.
I feel like this is all bull.
It has been bull since this has even became something. That's the reason Jey has been acting the way he's been acting, calling Cody this is my ooze, this is bro or whatever.
And then
the yeet. And we can't forget about the yeet. And it's like, no.
Nah. The yeet need to say, see, Cody played this very smooth. Let me tell you how he's played this smooth. Team up with Jey. Jey is familiar with tag team titles. Let's make Jey my partner, tag team partner. We go for the titles. We win the titles. We go to this press conference. We have a good time. That's that. Boom. We make our way to SmackDown. We're going to rub it in his brother's face that we're a tag team. Well, guess what? You did that. But you ain't do anything more than piss off the bloodline. Because if you wanted to be honest, Jimmy looked like he was ready to put hands on you. Solo looked like he was ready to put hands on you. You got Jay over here who's looking confused like, what? What are y'all doing? And you got Roman. Roman just came straight up in Cody's face and made it very known.
Yes, he did. And this is the thing, too, as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the stare down between the last stare down that we had was literally last month, which was basically you have Cody Rhodes and you have Roman Reigns that Friday night. As soon as basically Roman Reigns came out and he stared down at Cody, he stared down at him like he is less of a man. Like, I beat you. Yeah, I did. I did beat you. And Cody Rhodes had that look in his eye like, I am not going to let you embarrass me like that ever again. Well, now this is the interesting talk we need to have. Because Cody Rhodes may by far, in the year of 2023, might have literally fooled all of us just like that.
Just for another title opportunity. We know Jay was having problems with the family. Was it Cody's place to come in and take Jay away from the family instead of working it out? No, Cody, you took it upon yourself to help Jay out. Jay never went anywhere. Jay never needed any help.
But you see, folks, this is the evidence how we knew things just is not clicking right now. Think about this.
Especially at Payback when Cody said, I hope I did the right thing.
I hope I did the right thing. Cody Rhodes doubts himself. Exhibit A. Yep. He doubts himself. I hope I made that right decision by bringing you on here. Mm-hmm. Are you sure about that?
Number 2, strike 2, was when Jey Uso arrived on Monday Night Raw and then no one wanted to be around him.
That's 2. That's literally 2.
And then 3, we're going to put it out there. You basically threw Jay on the show that he have beaten up everybody on.
Everybody in his family beating up on everybody backstage. Literally, Drew McIntyre was the main key one of them who literally got screwed.
Yep.
A little bit out of everything for real. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to be honest. Look. This is literally the point of view. This is the breakdown of everything. We saw Cody Rhodes on Friday Night SmackDown this past Friday. There's no more hiding or doubting that wasn't Cody. Yes, it was.
Yes,
that was Cody.
He had that suit on. We saw that.
You saw the photos. People saw the footage. Everybody saw that Cody Rhodes made his way on Friday Night SmackDown to discuss business. But what business are you discussing right before War Games? This is the thing that gets me. He comes on SmackDown weeks before we even get to War Games.
Before War Games, because as you guys knew, a rumor had came out and said after War Games, Cody was going to SmackDown. Is that rumor becoming true? Is Cody about to leave Jay hanging?
And this was Cody's idea the whole entire time. Boom, I get done with this major match. Boom, I go to SmackDown. Jay does his own thing on Raw. He makes a name for himself. I go and face his other family member and finish. Cody, wait a minute. Think about this, Cody. Look, you can't say finish the story. You can't say rematch because LA Knight is literally still trying to stick his nose right now in bloodline business. He still wants to face Roman Reigns right now at the moment. And no offense,
he don't care about your opportunity.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't. Solo Sikoa is literally kind of the show of talk right now on SmackDown with Roman Reigns not even being here.
Exactly. And it's just the whole point. Cody using Jay. See, that's another point too. He know long as all of them are not together, they can't gang up on me and beat me up and cost me an opportunity. See, he knew exactly what he doing because he know Jay, Jimmy, they will easily make up. But you took him away.
But you see, this is the thing. Cody's smart. Cody is trying to tell you guys, oh yeah, this is my plan. But let's just stop that plan for a moment and let's go dig into the bag of negative. We dig into the bag of negative. Okay, Cody, you come back on SmackDown. Your warm welcome is a spike and a super kick from Jeyuso himself and Solo Sikoa.
And then you probably got Roman Reigns, who's going to sit up there and laugh at you.
And he's going to sit there and laugh at you. And then they might even throw shots at Jey. And it was like, where's Jey? Where your buddy Jey?
And that's going to make Jey feel some type of way. Then, where you messes up at is that's when Jey may end up going back to being with family.
And then that's when everybody knows that Jeyuso has the worst insecurities on a brand, on a show, on pay-per-views.
When things start to kick in, we see that Jeyuso. And
every time insecurity Jey kicks in, you don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on. And I think if you want to be honest, I really think Damian Priest opened up some flashbacks for Cody.
Oh yes, he did. Yes, indeed. In general, Damian Priest opened up some old wounds from Cody Rhodes, no doubt about it. But this is another thing too as well. If you're Cody Rhodes, I hope you're playing this very smart. Because think about this.
Things can always backfire.
Anytime and any place at any moment.
When you think Jey is your partner, that y'all are good, ask Sammy.
Ask Sammy.
How did it go when he thought Jey had his back, that he was going to turn on his own twin brother? Look how that turned out for Sammy.
But Cody Rhodes is bold. I'll say this. You are a very bold man to go on another show and literally talk business with another GM when you're actually on a whole show that comes on Monday Night Raw with a whole GM. How are you going to explain this to Adam Pearce tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw?
How are you going to explain it? Because AP is going to want to know, why were you on Fridays?
Why are you talking to him on Friday Night SmackDown? Cody Rhodes was even more bold to even step across the water to SmackDown.
And to actually save LA Knight from bloodline business. Once again, everyone is going to question Cody Rhodes. Jeyuso is the main one. He is going to question, why are you over there in bloodline business?
Those other two guys that you got to understand. Those other two guys that people are also going to wonder. Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins are really going to question you. Sami Zayn, who loves you, he is cool with you or whatever, he's going to kind of be second guessing you. Seth Rollins, who's a whole world champion.
Seth Rollins kind of made it very clear Monday. He doesn't like Cody.
He does not like Cody. But this is the thing. Now, Seth is not really going to like Cody at all because you are trying to jump ship on us after this whole pay-per-view is done.
That's what it seems like.
You don't want to be on Monday nights no more. You think that the spotlight is you, Friday Night SmackDown, whoa, song, everything. You think that you are Friday Night SmackDown.
What it is, Mondays, the big man on Mondays, it's Seth freaking Rollins, not Cody Rhodes. And that's an issue. So, since the Tribal Chief himself is not on TV, why not I just swoop over there and take over the show? But that is a no-no because that is actually the Bloodline show.
If nobody doesn't know this, SmackDown is Bloodline territory. It is made very clear. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jeyuso, Paul Heyman, I mean, you name it. That is nothing but a territory you don't want to cross. But spoiler alert, we're going to go in Paul Heyman mode real quick. Spoiler alert. You don't know what you're getting yourself into if you go back over there. No offense. Who is going to save you? LA Knight cannot save you every time you are getting beat up, Mr. President.
No. And then you go back to Fridays. Man, how are you going to be prepared for War Games? if they beat you down.
How are you going to be prepared for War Games? How are you going to break this down to Jay and tell him, look, I got to leave. I'm going over to SmackDown. I made the trade. I'm going over to SmackDown. How are you going to break this to Jay?
That's going to make Jay feel some type of way. Then sooner or later, Jay is going to connect the dots.
It's like, so you leaving me to go to SmackDown because you want to get closer to Roman. That's basically it.
And that is what Cody is doing. But the thing is, you guys, Cody played it so smart.
And you would have never thought, like, Cody is smart. But how smart is he to literally take advantage of another man's opportunity, of another man's family, to get back at another man's family?
Never would have thought of it that way, because Jay had an issue with his brother. That's twin business. We know these two bump heads, but they're always going to forgive one another. See, this was the thing. The thing was, Cody didn't want that, because Cody knew if Jay got back with Jimmy, your shot at a title against Roman Reigns is not going to happen.
And think about this. Instead of doing it behind your back, he's a snake in the grass. He literally became friends with you. He partied with you. He did this and everything. A whole snake in the grass, and Cody Rhodes, you know you is, boy.
You sit up here and smile and say this, say that, have the kids going crazy, when all this time
we knew.
And this is the thing, you guys. It made perfect sense. You didn't want to go against Seth Rollins.
But why didn't you want to go against Seth? After people wanted Seth versus Cody again. It was going to be for a title match. That's the thing.
That was the thing. See what it is? This has always been on Cody's mind. Cody made it seem like at WrestleMania, I was embarrassed. I lost in front of my family, my wife, my daughter, my mom. Okay, we understand that you lost at WrestleMania. So this was the comeback. This was the cheat back. Basically, to use Jay. You knew Jay was going to be gullible. You knew Jay was going to say, yeah.
And you knew Jay was going to fall just like that. Like, cool. He's down with it. I'm down with it. This is going to be sweet. But this is going to be the worst thing you ever do. Because I'm telling you, after War Games, there is going to be some type of disagreement where people go, not even War Games, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, you cannot tell me that they may show a footage or Jey Uso may be backstage looking like,
some ain't right.
Some ain't right.
So, do I think Cody used Jay and did Jay wrong? Yes, he did. See, Jay thought Roman was just blocking opportunities. See, Roman was protecting Jay for things like this. And Jay didn't want to listen.
Jay did not want to listen. Well, guess what? Jey Uso going to have to find out the hard way, too. Yes. See, Jay didn't understand this at all. But don't worry, Jay. We're going to break it down to you real quick. He is literally showing you, I'm going to swoop on into the next show, and I'm going to get payback for what your family did to me.
Exactly, what you did. Because if you guys want to go further, let's go back in April, the main event of night 2, when Cody and Roman was going against each other. And look at this, you guys. Who came and knocked out Cody before the spike? The Usos.
The Usos. Jimmy and Jay. Yes.
Kicked
Jey Uso.
Kicked you.
Jimmy Uso.
Kicked you.
Both super kicks.
Right in the back of the head.
Double. 2 times. Just like that. So, that's one. That is one, Cody. Think about this. If he did it the first time, he'll do it again. I'm just saying.
Super kicks. These super kicks from these Samoans, they come out of nowhere.
But this is the thing. So Jay don't see it, but we gonna break it down to you, and Jay may probably even see a little bit of it tomorrow night as well. Jay, it's happening right in front of you. He is leaving. He is going to leave
and he used you. He basically knew, I'm going to put him on the brand that everyone don't like.
So you knew you were wrong. You knew you were wrong. You played Jay, and I don't know why you trying to play all of us like you ain't doing nothing wrong.
And you are. Cody, you are. Then who would ever think? The American Nightmare.
Mr. President.
Man, Dusty Rose, baby boy. Who would ever think you would pull a move like that?
But I mean, you understand. I get it. Hey, family legacy. Family legacy wants to live on. Family legacy wants to finish the story. You want to do something that he's never done before. But Cody, this is a very powerful man that you faced this past year. And I just got one question. You put this whole plan together. But are you ready to face Roman again for this title again?
Are you? Because when he came face to face with you, you didn't have much to say.
It was fear.
It was more of like, this is what I was not expecting.
It was grief, Cody. He smelt the grief. He smelt the fear in you. And you didn't say a word.
You didn't say anything. You basically looked at Jay like Jay was supposed to say something. Jay didn't say anything.
Jay, you say something. And it's like he's not looking at Jay. Jay does not matter to Roman.
No, he does not.
He was staring at you, Cody.
He was staring at you like Roman said, Jay is in the past.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it now comes down to this. We've seen it. You've seen it.
Yep.
We already know what's going on. We just want to hear from the American Nightmare himself.
We all know what Cody's going to say. We all know he's going to laugh and talk about war games, talk about who's the next competitor, who's going to be with him. He's going to talk about Drew, Cody. You need to talk about that. You need to talk about why you are using Jeyuso. You use Jeyuso to become a tag team partner. See, when you became a tag team partner with Jeyuso, you thought you could just slide your way in just like that. And I applaud you because you did that.
You did. But Jeyuso, I need you to wake up and smell the coffee, son. Because the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes has literally shown his true American colors this past Friday night on SmackDown.
And it's shown very well. You had the nerve to come on Fridays and interrupt a main event that had nothing to do with you.
Well, this is another thing too as well. We literally said this. How are you going to explain this to AP Adam Pearce? You have to face this man tomorrow night
and Nick,
on Monday Night Raw.
And Nick basically threw Cody out. Like, you gotta go.
You gotta go. It's like, what was that? I'm sorry. And it's like,
you gotta go.
It's like, you gotta go. So now think about this. Not only do you have a problem on SmackDown, you're gonna have a problem with AP. AP probably may even fine Cody Rhodes for even going on there. And then, no offense, why would you go over to SmackDown when we have a whole Survivor Series War Games going on? Red brand, blue brand. Why are you going on the opposite enemy's brand to do business on?
See, Cody's making this very interesting because last Monday when it went off air, he said Judgment Day had Drew McIntyre. He said, well, me and Jay have some friends. Cody,
after what you pulled,
what friends do Jay have?
Ladies and gentlemen, before we even leave and get off of this in a few minutes, what friends is Cody Rhodes talking about? Randy Orton does not like Jeyuso.
No, he does not. If everyone does not know why Randy doesn't like Jay, maybe you guys should go back to last year's footage and find out why Randy can't trust Jeyuso, why he cannot be in the same ring as that man.
Roll it. And then boom, right there as you see it. Randy Orton is getting decimated by the bloodline. Just like that. And then, think about this. Monday Night Raw will take place in the same arena that Randy Orton last match was in. Him and Matt Riddle for the tag team titles. I know you guys remember that too as well.
Yeah, because it was a lady in the crowd, had her child ears like that.
Well, Roman and his family were saying a lot of explicit stuff, so
Yeah.
I don't blame her, no offense.
Yes.
But ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton remembers very clearly, Jey Uso and his brother Jimmy was over here using these steel steps and shoving them in Randy Orton's spine and ribs.
And you got Roman up here who's talking all the trash that he can.
Yes, he was.
But, Cody, it doesn't face the fact that you used Jay.
Yes, Mr. Nightmare, the eyes are not off of you yet. You wanted eyes on you? Well, guess what?
The eyes are on you.
The eyes were on you this past Friday night on SmackDown, and we saw you.
We saw you. You probably thought, oh, they don't see me. Oh, yes, we do.
Oh,
we saw you.
We caught you red-handed in HD. Yes, we did.
We saw you.
We got the footage right here. So, boom, when that footage shows up, HD Cody Rhodes right there. The Shadow, Nick Aldis, Office, Friday Night SmackDown. Literally. So, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it with your very own eyes. We saw it with our very own eyes. Hell, you're witnessing CTG TV 97 Wrestling Channel court right now at the moment. The voice of CTG versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes right now. That is basically what you're seeing.
Because what Cody did was wrong. And the thing is, Cody is not going to admit he was wrong. He knew what he was doing. Man, you took Jay away from his family regardless of him leaving and coming back as he always does. You made sure he never comes back.
The witness Jey Uso even witnessed this firsthand. And the witness Jey Uso probably witnessed it this past Friday night on SmackDown.
Man, Cody, do you even understand how this makes Jay feel?
Do you understand how bad you might have put in War Games this whole team in jeopardy of somebody not even wanting to team up with you?
And you may be by yourself.
You may actually be by yourself. A sacrificial lamb, as of speak. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, it is already out there. It's already spoken.
Yes, it is.
War Games is this upcoming Saturday.
This upcoming Saturday on Peacock.
Live on Peacock, Chicago, Illinois. Cody Rhodes, we witnessed you red-handed this past week. What do you have to say for yourself tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw? What is Adam Pearce going to have to say to you tomorrow night?
Oh, I know. AP is going to be mad. AP probably escort Cody from out of the building.
Again. And no offense, poor Jay. How are you going to explain this
To Jay.
to Jey?
My thing is this. You better explain it to Jay before Big Brother had to come to SmackDown. I mean, not SmackDown. I mean, Monday to explain.
And you don't want Jimmy Uso to come on Monday Night Raw to explain, to show his little brother, Jey Uso, why was your partner over here on SmackDown, Uso?
Exactly. And have Jay looking at him like he crazy. And then Cody gonna be like, hey, you can't trust him. Then Jay gonna look at Cody like he crazy. Like, what? Footage is right there. This my brother.
Like, Jay, this is not what you think. And it's like, it is what we think. Cody Rhodes is guilty. We caught him red-handed this past Friday night on SmackDown.
Yes, we did.
Ladies and gentlemen, you witnessed it firsthand. We saw it firsthand. What is going to happen tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw?
We won't know until we tune in and watch.
And can Jey Uso ever trust Cody Rhodes ever again after this Saturday coming up? Oh, Cody.
Will these two ever be friends again? Will Jay finally open up his eyes and see what Cody did? And will he leave Cody hanging?
And that will finally be the end of that. Cody, you wanted to finish the story.
Well, you're about to finish it.
You're about to finish it.
Oh, you about to finish it.
But you are about to finish it in the worst way possible.
Yep.
Folks, that is it for tonight. CTG TV 97 Wrestling Channel. We out. Peace.
Peace.